You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. 61 degrees today, going up to a lovely 74. Yes, it's going to be beautiful. Now, here's a crazy thing. So tomorrow we have our first Friday. So the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce has its first Friday every Friday, and we're downtown at Social. So tomorrow we're going to be on the patio. However, I feel like it's going to be kind of cold because it's going to be 69 degrees tomorrow day. But then what is it going to be like 6 o'clock in the evening when we are outside on the patio? So hopefully they got like a fire pit or something and fire heat lamps or something because we're going to be on the patio. But I think it's going to be exciting. I got some fun stuff planned for us. So we're going to be doing our networking mixer. So it is free to attend if you want to join us. It's going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Cosmo's Pizza and Social downtown Lawrenceville, located at 144 East Krogan Street. We're going to be on the patio. So ask for the GWC on the patio because that's where we'll be. Hopefully it'll be nice. Hopefully it won't be too chilly. However, if it is too chilly, we're just going to move to the inside. So anyway, today's going to be beautiful. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today is Thursday, May the 4th. May the 4th. It is May. Listen, time is flying again. Time don't wait for nobody. Doesn't wait for a soul. It's May the 4th, but it's also Star Wars Day. You want to know something crazy, y'all? I have never seen a Star Wars. Now, here's the thing. I like alien pictures, but for some reason, I've never seen Star Wars. And I find that amazing. And I believe that if I ever watched it, I probably would be hooked like everybody else. But I've never watched it. For some reason, it didn't get my attention. And I love watching alien flicks and all that kind of stuff. And it's never caught my attention. I used to watch Star Trek when I was younger. My dad used to like Star Trek, so I like Star Trek. And my ears look like Mr. Spock. So if you ever see me in public, right, just kind of slide up and just look at my ears. Now, the funny thing is, they're pointed. Both of them are very pointed, but they're different. So they look different. So I used to say, yeah, I'm from another planet. Nanu. That was Mark and Minnie. That wasn't Star Trek. All right, so today is also 45 days. So everybody with records, like 45 was a record, y'all. So for those of you who don't know what a 45 was, that was a small little record that you used to put on a record player and play. Yep, I think that's right. Is that a 45 or was that the big record? They had a 45 and they had, I think, a 33. Those were the sizes of records. Today is also Anti-Bullying Day. Today is Firefighters Memorial Day. Today is God of Medicine's birthday. Today, people across Taiwan commemorate Bioshing Fadi's birth, also known as the God of Medicine. Yes. Today is Greener Day, International Firefighters Day, Kent State Shootings Remembrance Day. Speaking of shooting, I got to talk about something that happened yesterday. Kind Day. Yes, kind day. International Respect for Chickens Day. Okay, all right then. I mean, everybody deserves respect, even the plants and the trees. National Candied Orange Peel Day. What does that taste like? Candy orange peel, does it have any kind of good benefits to it? I don't know. Orange peel though? National Day of Prayer. National Day of Reason. National Remembrance Day in the Netherlands. National Orange Juice Day. So if you like orange juice, knock yourself out. National Kids Fitness Day. National Weather Observers Day. Shout out to all the weather observers out there. National Renewal Day. Renewal. I don't know what you're renewing, but National Renewal Day. Petite and Proud Day. What does that mean? Petite as in short. If you are below 5'4" and struggle to reach high surfaces, the day is your day. That would be me. I'm 5'3". I call myself vertically challenged. I don't call myself short. Relationship Renewal Day. Yes, it's time for you to renew your love, renew your relationship. Yes. Rhode Island Independence Day. Shout out to Rhode Island. World Password Day. Let me tell you something. Passwords, I have so many. It's just ridiculous. They're in a list because there's so many. but it's World Passwords Day. I know everybody, listen, if you're on your phone, on the internet, on your computer, you have some passwords. You may not have 193 like me, but you got some. I got a lot of passwords, y'all. It's ridiculous. I don't remember half of them. They're on a list somewhere. World Give Day. World Give Day. Yes, give back. Do something nice and give back. The 1940 centennial. Today is the 1940 centennial for New Zealand. Audrey Hepburn's birthday today. Shout out all the way to heaven to Audrey Hepburn. Navia Robinson's birthday. Happy birthday, darling. It's your birthday. Noah Beck's birthday. Happy birthday, Noah Beck. And it's also Preston Play's birthday. Preston Play's birthday. Preston Plays. All right. Happy birthday. All right. Let's keep this train rolling. Let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Dawson for today, Thursday. Thursday, May the 4th. It is May the 4th. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You have an inaccurate assessment of your status in society. Be careful not to hurt the ones you love. Any financial limitations will probably have to be dealt with on your own. All right. Be careful not to hurt the ones you love, Aries. Yeah, be careful. And sometimes people are just overly emotional, right? They're overly sentimental. They're overly, dramatic. But be careful. Just tread lightly today, because you may say something and do something that's going to hurt someone's feelings. So be careful, especially if you love that person, because I say this all the time. Don't say something that you can't take back, because once you say it, it's gone. You can't take it back. And even though they may forgive you, it's burned in their minds forever. Forever. They can say what they want to say. It's there. Your financial limitations, you're going to have to handle that on your own, baby. You're going to have to handle that on your own. I don't know what you got to do. Do a budget. Look at the money you're spending. Get an extra job. Start a side hustle. I don't know. Cut out some of them extra spending. I don't know. Something you got to handle by yourself, though. That's what you got to do. Taurus, don't bother, retaliate, and just walk away. Be careful not to take on other people's problems. You may find yourself in a financial bind. You can make new connections through friends or relatives. All right, look, don't take on other folks' problems. I know you want to help everybody. You can't. I thought I was helping somebody recently, and I got scammed. So you can't help everybody. Stop trying to help everybody. Stop trying to take up on everybody's problems. But I recovered, but I'm just saying that's because I want to help everybody. You can't help everybody. I realized that day, you can't help everybody. Stop for a second, think, use wisdom. That's what one of my clients always say. She always says, like, when it's time for her to like make big purchases or do big things, she says, I got to use wisdom. You got to use wisdom. She says that all the time. Gemini, your main concern will be to spend as little as possible of your own cash in the process. Your ability to relate will close the generation gap. You may not get your facts correct today. Double check before making any statements. All right, I see this is going to be a money day. Listen, you can do what you want to do and spend as little as possible of your own money in the process. It's a money day. I just read 3 horoscopes so far, and they all involve money. So it's a money day. How you spend, be careful how you spend today. All right? Listen, Gemini, spend as little of your own money as possible. Now, it is a money day. I don't know who's going to let you spend their money, though, Gemini. I'm just saying. Cancer, try to keep any mood swings under control. They may result in alienations. Based on the excitement, serious-minded individuals will be more interested in backing your ideas. You're not your usual self today. All right, what does that mean, you're not your usual self? Are you happy? Are you sad? What's going on with you today, Cancer? Do you need to take a minute? Matter of fact, if you do, take two. Take 2 if you need to. Get back to yourself, okay? Get back to yourself. Leo, uncertain changes regarding your personal life are evident. You need to mingle with people who can spark enthusiasm and confidence in you. You are best to look into investments, here we go, money, that will grow in value over an extended period of time. Here's the thing, Leo. Look into those investments, but here's what you want to do. Consult a professional, because not everybody who talks about investment know what they're doing. So consult a professional so that you know that the money you're about to invest is going to be in safe investments and you get exactly what you're looking for. Now, you need to know what type of investor you are. Are you an aggressive investor? Or are you not an aggressive investor? And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that aggressive investor, they normally have portfolios and they put it in high yielding, but very volatile stocks. But you got to have a stomach for that. If you that person don't like to see your money go down, you may not be an aggressive investor. Right? You might want your money somewhere safe. It's going to grow a little bit at a time. You're not going to lose a lot when the stock market fluctuates. You need to know your investment temperament, right? So consult a professional, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Virgo, you should be able to get a lot done. If you keep busy, you won't feel the personal pressure you're going through. Talk to an older, established individual about your present situation. Find somebody that you trust, not just anybody. Somebody that you trust, somebody that you know that have given you good advice in the past. Somebody that you know that when you share this with them, they're going to keep your business to themselves. Somebody that you know that has your best interest at heart and want to see you succeed in life and in business. That's the person you want to seek answers from, seek advice from, okay? Seek wisdom from, not just anybody. I don't care how old they are. Not every old person has good things to say because some of them didn't have a good life. They don't have good things. So I'm just saying, it's the truth. I've seen some like, oh my God, how did you make it this far? I'm just trying to help you out. All right, I'm going to the song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Microtransit. Stay tuned.
Tell him no, 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 no. Tell him no, 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 no. You've been trying to cater to all the needs. You've been feeling guilty for so long. They are enemies. Don't you tell them yes, tell them get lost. Cause every time you go and ask for help, they say sorry but I'm busy. So you end up doing it yourself. Ooh, hold up baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. Hold up baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it. For your boundaries, girl, you hit too close to the edge now. Only thing they got is toxicity. Think you need a cleanse, clear the top out. You got their backs, but they ain't got yours. You've done enough, but they still want more. You've been a good friend down to the core. Oh, hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Microtransit. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Think twice before you volunteer information. It is best not to upset the apple cart if you learn information that may damage a colleague's reputation. Be willing to listen, but don't be fooled. Oh my goodness, that sounds like that should be my closing statement for the day. Be willing to listen, but don't be fooled. Yes, you can be willing to listen, but don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. Oh, no. Yeah. Be willing to listen, but don't be fooled. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes, Libra. Don't do it. Scorpio, your ability to put a deal together will surprise others. Secret affairs may only cause complications in your life. Ooh, secret affairs are tempting, but keep in mind that they will damage your reputation if you indulge. Ooh, you got a double whammy. Listen, don't do it. Scorpio, don't do it. I know she fine. I know he's handsome. Don't do it. I know they tickle your fancy. Don't do it, Scorpio. I know they're sexy. Don't do it. I know all of that's happening right now. Don't do it. It's going to mess you up. It's going to complicate your life. It's going to damage your reputation. Then you have to try to pull all that back together. Don't do it, Scorpio. I get it. Ooh, walk away, walk away. Listen, everybody, if you're living on this earth, you have been tempted. You have been tempted some kind of way, some form of fashion. If you have not been tempted, that means you're living inside your house with no TV, no computer, no phone. Because if you hear somewhere, somebody has tempted you. Whether it was a text message that was suggestive, whether you were at an event and they said something cute about your hair or your shoes or your nails, the minute they gave you a compliment, you were tempted. Oh my God, he liked me. Oh my God, she smiled at me. Yeah, don't do it, Scorpio. Don't do it. Sagittarius, family outings will make you feel secure and happy. Your ability to deal with others will help you accomplish your goals. Try to understand their point of view. All right, Sag, I know you got your point of view, but your point of view is not always the right one. So try to understand where they're coming from. That's all. Be open to understanding. That's all we're saying. Capricorn, don't be too quick to let friends and relatives know what you're up to. Try not to lend or borrow money today. Don't do either. Social activities or travel should be in your plans. Try not to lend or borrow. And don't be too quick to tell your family and friends what you're doing. You don't need the bad energy. Capricorn, you don't need it because they're not going to understand what you're trying to do. So instead of you getting the support that you think you deserve, you're going to get the ick face. Don't do it. Not today. Don't tell them yet. Tell them later. Today is not the time. Aquarius, moves will be hectic but favorable in the end. Be careful what you say. Don't overspend to impress someone who interests you. All right, listen. I said this yesterday. I don't know who I was talking to. You do not have to overspend something to impress somebody who interests you. Either they like you or they don't. And show them the real you. I know when we go out, we show the mask. We show the person behind the mask. I get it. We send our representatives to kind of vet them out. I get it. But here's what you don't want to do. If you got to overspend to impress somebody, that's going to be a problem. Let me tell y'all something. I tell this story all the time. So my husband's best friend, who was my best friend at my wedding, he started to date my best friend. He was the best man in my wedding. He started to date one of my best friends, right? And the first date he took her on, me, I'm like, look, you don't need to. I was trying to give him some advice because I know my friend. So I was trying to, give them the chance to have a relationship that lasts. You don't need to try to impress her with all this money. So he took us to this place downtown Newark called Forno's. So if you ever been to Forno's has delicious food. It's down in what we call the net, right? You got to go down to the net. We went down to the net. We had dinner at Forno's. Now I had lobster. He was paying. So I had lobster. I had a double lobster tail because y'all know I love seafood. I think my husband had filet mignon. It was about 2 pounds. That was the biggest piece of meat. I was like, that is a huge piece of meat. And I think she had lobster and steak, and I think he had. So the bill came out to about $400, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, he's gonna foot this whole bill. So she got up to go to the bathroom, right? I know my friend. She got up to go to the bathroom. I sat there. My husband sat there. But I said to him, listen, just be the real you. Now, if that's the real you, then that's the real you. Anyway, she got up to go to the bathroom. And I'm a little bit cheap about certain things, right? I'm just going to keep it real. Like, I'm not that person that's going to go out there and spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes or a pocketbook. I'm just not going to do that. I really don't want to spend like $100 on a meal. I'm just not that person, right? And it's not about me not having the money. It's just that I'm just not that. I've never been that person. My brother is just the opposite. He's that person. I'm not that person. Like, I drive a Jeep, he drive a Benz. That's how we've always, and I love Jeeps. This is like my second Jeep. And I had an Expedition. I like SUVs. I love Jeeps. He loves Benzes. We've always been that way. However, I did say I want a luxury car because I've never owned one. He's always owned them. And we're like night and day. But anyway, he picked up the bill for $400. And then he was going to take her. So the next date, the second date was over to New York, to somewhere where the place was like 100. Like he took her to dinner. It was, and I'm sure it was beautiful, but the meal was like $150 per person. And I said to him, don't do that. Because, and she's my friend and I love her, but the thing you do to get her, you got to keep doing that stuff to keep her. He didn't listen. He took her anyway, so she had a good time. Then he came back and he bought a flat screen TV. Now, this was when flat screen was like, what was all the ish. Like, if you had a flat screen, you was doing something, right? He bought a big one, a big flat screen TV, huge, right? And he bought a flat screen TV. Then he took on then he bought a tennis bracelet. All right, I've been with my husband 23 years. I still don't have a tennis bracelet. I'm like, so when I'm gonna get my tennis bracelet? He bought it, but he knows I don't care about that stuff. He did buy me a Movado though, that I don't wear. He bought me a Movado watch that I don't wear. It's a shame. I have an Anne Klein. I have a beautiful Anne Klein watch, and I have a beautiful Movado. And all I wear is my Fitbit watch, which is terrible. I do wear it every once in a while when I'm going somewhere, when I remember to put it on. But I'll be trying to track my steps, so it's hard for me to take my Fitbit off. Anyway, after he bought her the bracelet, and I'm saying all this to say, you can't impress people. You can't overspend to impress people because it doesn't work. So he bought her a tennis bracelet. Then he took her on a cruise, right? So she had a tennis bracelet on her arm. They were on the cruise, and she saw somebody else with a tennis bracelet. And she was, now I don't have a tennis bracelet. Let me say that. She saw somebody else with a bigger tennis bracelet that was on the cruise, and she was like, my tennis bracelet should be big like that. They get off the cruise, and about 2 or 3 days later, she breaks up with him. After all of that. So I said, Aquarius, I told you this long story, and he was broken, y'all. My husband was mad because that's his best friend, and his best friend was broken. And it didn't matter what he did for her. The thing that meant the most was communications for her. So he did all of this stuff to impress her, and the thing that would have impressed her the most was communication and talking, which they did not do a lot of because he didn't have conversation, and she didn't like that. So he put all this money out to impress her, and it didn't work. Don't do that, Aquarius. I'm just trying to save you some trouble right now. It won't work. Let the person meet you, right? I get it. You're trying to be on your best behavior. You're not going to pass gas in front of them. You're not going to burp in front of them. I get that part. But all this extra, trying to impress somebody, nah, don't do that. Show up as who you are. If they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. So it is what it is. All right, that was a long story, but I had to share that story with Aquarius because they needed to hear that. Anybody needs to hear that, for real. And that was for Aquarius, but that's for anybody who's trying to impress somebody right now with money. It doesn't work. I'm telling you it doesn't. How you get them is how you got to keep them. So if you're spending money like water, guess what? You got to keep spending money like water. They're not going to want to hear, oh, I can't afford that. You did it in the beginning. What's different? You had the same job, the same house, the same car, the same bills. You did it in the beginning. What is the difference? Don't do it. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, you may find yourself in a predicament with family members. Oh, Lord. You can easily wrap up overdue personal legal matters that have caused problems for you. Oh, Lord. Your diplomatic approach and ranging and rather outgoing nature will enhance your reputation and bring you the support you need. I like that part. I don't know. I'm in a predicament. Nope. I'm not in a predicament with no family members. So, yeah, I'm not. And we're not going to embrace that, fish. Family members are happy. Everybody good. That's the part. Now wrap up. Listen, you got some overdue personal legal matters. I do. I have one, and it's inside an envelope that I got to go get notarized. Something that I thought was taken care of. It was my fault because I did what I was supposed to do. They lost the paperwork. Now I got to go back and send them the paperwork again. I was pissed. Like, you know what? I called y'all and asked y'all this. Anyway, I got to handle that today. So that part is true. I have some stuff I got to handle. Gonna do that. In the meantime, I'm being diplomatic. And I'm rather outgoing sometimes, so that's going to enhance the reputation. Yes, we're going to embrace that because we need support in the things we're doing. So we're going to embrace that, fish. We're going to embrace the support that's coming to us, the marvelous, wonderful support that's coming to us. We're embracing that. All right? All right, y'all. That's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again on Monday at 10 a.m. because remember, today is my Friday. I know today is Thursday. Somebody's going to, oh, today's Thursday. I know today is Thursday, but it's my Friday because I don't do the show on Fridays. So today is even though it's Thursday, it's my Friday. All right, so yesterday, let's keep it trained. Let's get on to some news you can use. So another senseless shooting, y'all. It is, where can you go that's safe? Like, literally. Like, it's, my condolences go out to the families that lost people yesterday in Midtown Atlanta. Yeah. And I had to go downtown yesterday. So my daughter was like, be careful. My husband was like, be careful. Georgette's husband was like, be careful. We were all careful. And where we were going, they said they locked the place down like pretty much half the day because there was a gunman yesterday who decided to go to the hospital, Northside Hospital Medical, and started just shooting folks. So he killed one woman and injured 4 other people. They finally got him. So by the time we left last night, we were still there, and it popped up on my news alert that they had got the shooter and taken him into custody. Yeah, it was a manhunt. Like, it was crazy. Anyway, he was a 24-year-old. He was 24 years old, and he was taken in custody after unharmed after a multi-agency manhunt. He was taken into custody. I'm just trying to understand. For the life of me, I just don't understand, like, what is wrong with people? Like, they just want to hurt people. Like, it's so crazy. This woman went to the urgent med and died from a gunshot wound. She went to get... It's just sad. Like, I don't even know what's going... People... You don't want to be paranoid, but it's almost like you don't want to leave your house for real. Now, that being said... The people that were in their house and got killed the other day because the man was shooting a gun, and they said, hey, the baby's sleeping, can you keep it down? He goes and shoot everybody, like, including the 8-year-old child. And then they find him somewhere in a closet. Oh, my God. What is wrong with people? Like, I don't understand. But anyway, my heart and my condolences go out to all the family members, to the family members who lost somebody yesterday. They said he was trying to get some kind of treatment and he wasn't happy. So he goes in there and shoot up the place. These people, it's just sad. It's sad, And then these guns that they're using, like these automatic guns. This is the other problem. Like, why do they need assault rifles that you can just pop the trigger and it just keeps shooting? Why? Why can't we get rid of those? It's just a sad, my heart goes out to that woman. She went to the urgent med for whatever reason, and she did not come back alive. And it's so sad because you just don't know where you can go. Like, is there any place that's safe anymore? Like, is there? Like, you can't go to the grocery. When they had the shooting in Buffalo, I was scared to death because my daughter's father lives in Buffalo. When they went into the grocery store and did the shooting, the guy just went into the grocery store and decided he wanted to shoot people. What was interesting about that, her dad told her that that's the grocery store that he and his girlfriend shop at. And they normally go on Saturdays. But they didn't go that Saturday. And I was like, oh my God, because I just know the loss that my family has gone through in the last couple of years. And oh my God, if that had happened, I don't know. I would have been so afraid because she took my mom's dying and her grandfather's passing away. Both of them passed away like a couple months apart. Not from any, homicide tragedy, just medical tragedies. And my mom was sick. She got COVID. She passed. And then 2 months later, her grandfather flew into the States, talked to her on Wednesday, and Friday he was gone. And she was making plans for she and the baby to go visit. So if something had happened to her dad, I just would have been devastated for her and for me because he's still my friend. He's my daughter's father. Yeah, it's just sad. I'm going to go to a song because that just, oh, God, it's just so much. Like, when does it stop? When does it stop? When does it stop?
Time goes by and yet I wonder, are you and me still the same? Are you still loving the game? I know I don't. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. So I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. promise to myself this time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day. Oh, 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 a brighter day, a brighter day. Oh, a brighter day. Time goes by and yet I wonder, why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know I should. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. Yeah, so I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Yeah, made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free, set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, oh, right, yeah. Oh, made a promise to myself this time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day, brighter day.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. All right, want to show some love to Lawrenceville resident Leah Dulcio, a Mercer University senior who was recently awarded an Into the Field summer internship from the Student Action with farm workers. I think that's pretty cool. The 10-week internship program provides 25 college students the opportunity to work directly with farm workers in the Carolinas. Students are trained on issues faced by farm workers and are placed to work full-time with migrant education programs, legal aid office, rural health clinics, farm workers unions, and community-based organizations. So shout out to you, darling. Shout out to Leah for, listen, do your thing. You got it, do your thing. For more information about that, you can go to GwinnettDailyPost.com. You'll find her name is Dulcio. I think I'm saying it right. Dulcio. It depends. All right, Gwinnett Public Schools Counseling Programs earns national designation. I wanted to get some good news, y'all. That's why I'm doing the good news up front. The recognized ASCA model program recently recognized 3 Gwinnett schools for their commitment to school counseling programs. Archer High School, Gwynn Oaks Elementary School, and Mason Elementary School were honored. Archer and Gwynn Oaks for the first time and Mason for the second time. So shout out to our school systems and the counselors over there doing their thing. The designations are a result of hard work and dedication of the district counselors and administrators. Yes, that's what it is. Yep, that's what it is. So dedication, hard work. Listen, my brother used to always tell me I should be a teacher, right? I don't think I would have been a great teacher. I don't. Because you have to have a lot of patience. Now, great counselor, yes. A great teacher, no. You have to have a lot of patience with children, which I do not have. But he used to always say that. But anyway, shout out to the counselors over there doing great things at all 3 of those schools. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. There's a letter to the citizens of Snellville that I wanted to read because apparently you can have your recycling on a subscription basis, but there's some confusion. So here's a letter. It says, "Dear citizens of Snellville, the city of Snellville began its new optional subscription-based recycling and extra garbage cart program this past Monday. Please know those who have not signed up for the program will have their recycling bins picked up over the course of the next several pickup dates. Please know you may opt into the recycling program for a $144 fee or receive additional garbage carts for $120 by contacting Public Works Department at 770-985-3527. Again, if you want to sign up for the subscription program, you can call Public Works Department 770-985-3527. They said, we as a city are truly sorry for the confusion that occurred during this new program's rollout, but every attempt was made to educate citizens about the program beforehand through both individual residents' letters and social media outlets. As a reminder, the city's contract with Waste Management, plastic numbers are 1 through 7. Will continue to be taken at curbside. Only plastic numbered 1 and 2 will be accepted at the city's recycling center located on Marigold Road. So if you are not plastic 1 and 2, do not go drop yourself off at Marigold Road. Don't do that. Those who sign up for the additional garbage cart will receive the proper equipment by the end of this week. Thank you for your cooperation. Just felt like I need to read that letter because somebody's wondering like what is going on. So there you have it. There it is. All right, I got to keep this train going. Speaking of Snellville, yes, there is, listen, the bus microtransit service is expanding to Snellville, is here to stay. I know some of you are like, what? Yes. So the Snellville Microtransit program, which was a piloted program back in 2019, we begin in this August and is designed to offer an alternative rideshare service to and from locations in the city. And a new bus route will be added next month, which will take riders from the parking lot at the corner of Wisteria Drive and Highway 78 to Indian Creek MARTA Station. Yes, we got a bus system and a microtransit. To address the lack of connectivity within the city county, Ride Gwinnett has expanded microtransit in Snellville and Lawrenceville by So you can right now you can call and get your bus get picked up. So you can call 770-822-5010. Or you can use the MyStop app. Those interested in traveling to a destination in the area of Snellville can request a pickup ride, and rides are $3. Okay, so watch out, Uber, because I feel like Uber and Lyft, watch out, because here's the thing. If you can call for your own pickup you can request a pickup ride. Yeah, and it's gonna cost you $3. It's gonna cost $3. Anyway, to read the rest of this story, go to my it's gonna be in the show notes, and you can go to the website goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to it there. You know, it's so funny because when I moved to Georgia, I was excited because I felt like where I live in unincorporated Lawrenceville. So where I live, I felt like I was in the country, but literally in 2 miles, I was in the city. That's what I loved it. So I like being I like the country feel, but I also like the fact that I can be in the city and be at everything, because Lawrenceville has everything. Now I'm just starting to feel like a regular metro area. I'm starting to feel like a regular, because now we're going to have buses, and we got a whole lot of construction and new developments and a lot of traffic. So now I'm not feeling like the country anymore. And I'm not going to move to the country, because then that's going to put me further away from the city. I liked it when it lasted, and it lasted 10, maybe, see, I've been here 10 years, so it lasted 8 years. Now it's like a bustling downtown. I love it, though. I'm not going to complain, but I do like the city feel, and I do love the country feel. I'm a fish. I can fly, I can swim either way. Country or city, it's just what it is. You know, I ain't making no, it is what it is. Anyway, to read the rest of the story about the bus system and microtransit system, it's going to be in my show notes once the show is over. All right, Northeast Georgia Medical Center breaks ground for Brazelton Hospital expansion. It's breaking ground. It's broken ground. Those who live in and around Brazelton will soon be seeing changes to the North Georgia Medical Center campus located there. This past week, the medical system celebrated the upcoming expansion of Brazelton Hospital with a groundbreaking event. We began planning for Brazelton campus 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago, and it's finally getting to the point that it's going to happen. Working with the community leaders who shared our vision for what the hospital could become, Anthony Williamson, president of NGMC Brazelton, said in a news release, this expansion is not only a reflection of the growth of Brazelton area, but also of the original plan to continue to add comprehensive and more needed health-related services in the community. Listen, everywhere is growing. Brazelton still looks country. Some parts of Decula still looks country. Some parts of Beaufort still look country. But let me tell you, that is not going to last because people are coming. I'm sure Gwinnett is probably at 1 million people right now. When they do the next census count, I'm expecting to be over 1 million. Because I think the last count was 983,000. And they're building houses left and right. They popping house, and I hate townhouses. And I see them everywhere. Like, yeah, they're everywhere. So, anyway, the hospital broke ground. So, because just like everywhere else in Gwinnett County, it's growing. So, what do? You got to keep it going. You got to keep it going. All right. I'm going to come back and tell you what's happening this weekend after this song so you can get out and have some fun this weekend. I got some cute things to talk about, too. One of these things I'm definitely going to try to get to. I got to figure it out, though. It's probably going to be Saturday. I got to figure it out. It's going to rain Saturday. It's not going to be Saturday. All right. Here's my next song. I'll be right back.
Silent treatment in your car, baby, we don't need to talk. Sorry if I'm making this hard. Now I'm just wondering where we are. I don't wanna face the consequences, but baby, yeah, you know I hate second guessing. I'm just wondering where we are. Drifting into space, keep driving on the freeway. Baby, let me know what you are thinking. Baby, let me know what you are thinking. Overthinking out there in the clouds, drifting on and there for hours. Lately I've been trying to figure out, wonder if you're ever coming down, ever coming down. Look at me the way you do, keep giving myself into you. You know that I hate this part, surprised we ever got this far. We did go throughout the circumstances, but baby, yeah, you know I hate second chances. Surprised we ever got this far. Drifting into space, keep driving on the freeway. Baby, let me know what you are thinking. Baby, let me know what you are thinking. Overthinking out there in the clouds, drifting on and there for hours. Lately I've been trying to figure out, wonder if you're ever coming down, ever coming down. Baby, how did we ever come this way? I know you don't want to stay. Dreaming out in space, keep rushing down the highway. Keep yourself busy on the Sundays. You keep doing you, I do it my way. Overthinking out there in the clouds, drifting on and there for hours. Lately I've been trying to figure out, wonder if you're ever coming down, ever coming down.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. All right, so goat yoga is happening this Saturday, y'all. I had to tell y'all that. Like, I want to go, but it's supposed to rain. I want to, so the goat stand on your back. So goat yoga is happening this Saturday at 6 p.m. and it's going to be at the Goat Yoga, Georgia, located at 2910 Tig Knight Road, and that's in Loganville. So if you want to go to Goat Yoga, it looks amazing. Yeah, it's Goat Yoga, Georgia, 2910 Tig Knight Road, and that's in Loganville. So you got to get your yoga mat, and the goat is supposed to stand on your back. Yeah, I had to say that first. I could have waited. That could have been the last thing. All right, this weekend is Friday. It's Cinco de Mayo, baby. Cinco de Mayo. That's the only Spanish I know. Not for real, but I know a little bit other things. So anyway, we're gonna be at Cosmos Pizza and Social downtown Lawrenceville, but it's also Cinco de Mayo, so they're gonna start early tomorrow. They kicking off at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's gonna be Cinco de Mayo all day for them. So we got to call like, hey, do you guys mind being on the patio? I'm like, yeah, as long as it's not raining or cold. So we're gonna be on the patio because the place is decked out. But I think that's gonna be fun. I got some things planned, so I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be hilarious what I got planned. And we're going to videotape it so you guys can see it. But anyway, it's going down this weekend. So if you want to have some fun this weekend, the free comic book day. I took my granddaughter to this last year, and last year was cold. Like, I'm not taking it this year because now it's supposed to be rainy and cold. But we went to free comic book day, and she was able to walk around and pick up comic books. Her mom was able to go get her nails done, so we hung out. That was really nice. And so they're going to be doing it again this weekend. So it's 10 to 4 downtown Lawrenceville. They got free comic books, panelists, workshops, classes, interactive activities, vendors, and cosplay contests to determine the best handmade costume creation. That's all going down this Saturday, downtown Lawrenceville from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. All right. Friday, Snellville Town Green, 2437 Main Street. Food Truck Friday is celebrating Cinco de Mayo. So if you're in the Snellville area, you can go out and get you some the food truck. The first 100 kids to get a Cinco de Mayo activity book, tattoo, or bubbles. And of course, there will be margaritas, beer, and wine. The food truck participating are Hole in the Wall, Gyro Chef Mediterranean, Vietnamese food truck, Yardies Eat, Atlanta Seafood, Let Them Eat serving tacos, and Mexican cuisine, Miss J's Funnel Cakes, and Kona Ice. So that's going down this Friday, 4 to 8, downtown Snellville. So you want to go do something Friday? You're not coming down at the time to social with us because we'll be at social. If you're not going to be at social with us, going over to Snellville to the town green, and have some fun. Have some fun there. That sounds like a lot of fun. Food truck, and they're going to be drinking margaritas and... Yeah. All right, so Derby Day. Is Derby Day happening? Because I'm like, Derby Day in Duluth. We went last year. My husband probably thought I was crazy. I was like, look, we going to the Derby Day. So they laugh, but I'm about adventure sometimes. So last year we went to Derby Day in Duluth. I had a lot of fun. And everybody had a hat. So I went to the I was like, man, we need a hat if we're gonna go to Derby Day. It was cold. So what I did was my husband and I were on our way from dinner, and that was Friday night. And so I was like, we need hats. And I was like, where am I going to get? It was like 7 o'clock in the evening. I said, something said stop to the thrift store. Well, I stopped to the thrift store, and as soon as I went in the thrift store, they had a whole bunch of hats. So I bought him a hat, me a hat, my daughter a hat, the baby a hat, and we went to Derby Derby Day in Duluth. It was so funny, and I thought it was real cool. I didn't have the fan and the gloves, but I feel like I need the fans and the glove this year. But it's gonna be raining Saturday. But anyway, if you want to go to Derby Day in Duluth, it's this Saturday, 2:30 to 7:30 p.m., and that's gonna be at downtown on the Duluth Town Green, located at 3167 Main Street in Duluth. I had a good time. I thought it was fun, and my granddaughter got to ride the little ponies. I thought that was just so much fun. So. We had my husband and daughter, like, yeah, she dragging us to something else again. But that's just me. That's just me. All right, the Cross Culture Street Fest is happening also this Saturday. It's a lot going on this Saturday, and this is going to be taking place in Norcross. The festival put on by Gwinnett Parks and Recreation will celebrate the diversity of our community with a variety of local vendors, food, and entertainment from different cultures around the world, for traditional crafts and clothing from traditional crafts and clothing to delicious cuisines and drinks. I went last year. They did one over here. I think it was called International Day in Lawrenceville on the lawn, and I had the most amazing Korean tea. Like, I like tea, and I normally don't like. It was orange. Oh my God, that tea was so good, and it has milk in it, but it has something else. Oh my God, it was so good. So I should have gotten the name of that. But anyway, this is the opportunity for you to celebrate other people's culture. If we did more of this, we wouldn't have so much hate in the world because cultures are just rich. Like I don't know what that thing, it was some kind of tea. That tea was so good to me and I would buy it again. So if you're not doing anything Saturday in Norcross, it's going down at Best Friend Park, located at 6224 Jimmy Carter Boulevard. And that's Saturday from 5 to 9. Look, celebrate. We are the most diverse county in the Southeast region. That sounds crazy, right? But we are. 983,000 people live here, and we are the most diverse county in the region. So, got a lot going on this weekend. Derby Day, Comic Book Day, Cinco de Mayo, Goat Yoga. It's a lot going on. If you can't find something to do in Gwinnett County, you're a boring person. My mother used to say that. If you can't find something to do, that means you're a boring person. I agree. I totally agree. Because there's a lot to do here. Like, one thing I can't say about here is that there's not a lot to do. There is a lot to do here in Gwinnett County. It's a lot to do across Georgia, I think, though. I really do think so. All right, so listen, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go to my last song, then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration, so stay tuned. Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration for the day. And here it goes. It says, it has been my experience that you can nearly always enjoy things if you make up your mind firmly that you will. Oh, let me say it again because somebody missed it. It has been my experience that you can nearly always enjoy things if you make up your mind firmly that you will. L.M. Montgomery said that, and he was right. Here's the thing, right? Have you ever heard the saying, we're gonna make something good out of a bad situation? You know why that is? Because the person who said that has just made up their mind. I know this is a bad situation, but I'm gonna make a bad situation to a good situation. That's because you can. Now, there are some things that you cannot change, right? You just can't, right? But here's the other thing. If you want to be happy, you say, you know what? I want to be happy no matter what. No matter what happens today, I want to be happy. But you have to have a firmly made up mind, because if you don't say that, and I listen, I know people who practice all kind of meditations and all kinds of stuff, and they have so much going on. I'm like, how could you be meditating? You're not happy because you choose not to be. And they think I walk around with rose-colored glasses on, but I don't have time to be miserable. Right? Things affect me because I'm human, but I have to figure out how to not let them affect me. When I do, then I kind of pass off. I don't wallow for days and days and days about stuff because I want to be happy. You know what I do? I want to be happy, so I'll be happy. That's what I do. You got to make up your mind to be happy. That's what you have to do every day, because it's so much stuff that goes on in this world. I could have let what I just read y'all at the beginning of the show about the shooting just drag me down to be unhappy, but I can't do that. I'm making a choice to be happy. Am I afraid half the time to go out the house? Yep. But you know why? Because we got some sick people roaming around with automatic shotguns and things like that, and automatic rifles and things like that. Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid. When I finish this show, I gotta go to the grocery store. Yep, I'm a little bit afraid. But I'm gonna do it anyway, and I'm gonna do it happy. So you have to make up your mind to be happy. Happiness is at your fingertips. You just got to make up your mind, I want happiness, and then be happy. Right? Some people don't know how to be happy. They don't even want to try. That's on you. I choose happy. What about you? So all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but spent the last 56 minutes with me. And I love and appreciate you. If you miss any episodes of the show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to the past episodes there. Also, be sure to connect with me on Instagram and Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. And if you like this show, by all means, subscribe, please. And share the show with your friends. And if you really like the show, buy me a cup of coffee. There's a link in the description that says, buy me a cup of coffee. I appreciate that. Thank you again. I'll be back again Monday at 10 a.m., God willing. You guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.